Hey guys, Steph here. So I'm still in Southern California, my last day here. I came here for a few reasons. A, to get away from the cold in Montreal and to meet family from some friends. I have family out here. And also to meet some potential business partners from Asia. So we met, the meeting went well, things are looking pretty good. One of the reasons I got away from just publishing retail only video courses and doing consulting and so forth is I want to get out and meet people from different parts of the world, different parts of the country. And so that's kind of cool for me. It's kind of cool to meet people from different cultures, different nationalities, because it gives you a different perspective. So that was, I have to admit, the business lunch and meeting with the people from Asia was the highlight of my trip. It was just fun to meet people from a different culture. So the Python course was put on hold for the last few days because I'm traveling in California. I don't have all my mics and cameras and everything. But when I get back home, when I get back to Montreal, I will be going full bore, full steam ahead with the Python course. I want to get most of the videos out within the next couple of weeks. And the people who've been participating in the beta of the course, basically giving me feedback and so forth, have been very helpful, and it's been good to get that feedback as we go along. So as a result of that feedback, I decided to use Python drawing capabilities. Python has these built-in libraries that allow you to draw pretty easily. So I decided to use the drawing capabilities as a vehicle to teach some of the basic concepts. I wasn't going to do it at first. Well, I wasn't sure, to be honest with you, but yeah, since I put out one and people seem to really like those type of lessons where I express basic programming principles as we're drawing with Python. So it's going to be much more of that as in the course as I move forward. So somebody reached out to me, I've gotten this type of request many times, asking me about helping them to evaluate their website and sort of judge it in terms of UX, UI, user experience, user interface, and to sort of help them point them in the right direction about which way to go. Now, I don't do freelance development work anymore. I haven't done that for many years now. I'm too busy for my own stuff. But I was thinking that might be an interesting thing to do. See if you guys are interested. Let me know, where I'll critique websites and apps and give you my perspective in terms of UI and UX and what do I look for in good apps in that regard. I've been doing this since the 90s, and I think today, as I said in other videos, what separates successful apps, whether they be iOS apps, web apps, Android apps, or native Windows apps, or whatever, what really separates good apps from not so good apps is the UX, user experience, and the UI. Think about it. When you're using an app, if you have problems, the typical problem is, how do you do this? Where's the button to do that? Why is the menu doing this? Yeah, sometimes you have glitches and so forth. But generally speaking, if you look at, for instance, iPhone's huge success to this day is because of because it's nice looking phones, but all the phones are quite nice looking. I'm using a Pixel here. It's a very nice looking phone. They're all very powerful. Apple's iOS ecosystem, the ecosystem, is extremely robust, good apps and so forth. But I think at the end of the day, it's the usability, it's the UX, and it's the UI that keeps iOS still very, very, very popular. Although I think that about 20% of the phones now are iOS or iPhones, and the rest are mostly Android. So in terms of raw numbers, Android has one, that's for sure. But in terms of profit, Apple still gets the lion's share of the smartphone profitabilities, or profit rather. Anyway, let me know if this is interesting to you in terms of looking at and critiquing web apps and websites and apps. And maybe we'll start putting out those videos as a mini series, if you will, which I'll do periodically on the channel. So yeah, I think the next video you'll see I'll be back in Montreal. I'll be using the better cameras and mic. So my apologies for the ghetto-ness of this particular video. Bye bye.